Hey Alan, this is Keaton Everett with ABC going over your pitching video from the San Diego camp. We're going to go through and talk about a few things and kind of slow it down and kind of break it down to a couple key spots in the mechanics and delivery that I like to look at and talk about. We basically just want to get you more consistent. You know, consistency is going to be strikes. We want to get yourself using more of that lower half to generate more power, more velocity. And then we want to make sure that as you develop and get older and get stronger, that you're getting your body and you're delivering the ball in a nice healthy position because you want to pitch as long as you can. So first off, right off the bat, you know, we're going to stop and kind of look at how you're starting. You know, so much of how you start dictates how you're going to finish, all right? So we're just going to go through and just kind of look at how you're starting, okay? So right off the bat, you know, most of the time, we're going to be set up on the rubber, all right, from the windup. You know, kind of those toes kind of pointing, you know, you got about the balls of your feet in the dirt. You're just kind of over the rubber. And all that is that, you know, if you spin on the balls of your feet right here, your shoe's going to be off of the mound, which is going to be a balk, all right? So to get onto the rubber, you're going to have to move backwards with your foot. And that's just some unnecessary movement. So you just want that ball of the foot right next to the rubber, right in the dirt, so when you start to spin, you know, you don't have to go backwards for anything, okay? So that's easy. That's just kind of the detail there. So anyway, so as you turn, you can kind of see how you have to lift your foot all the way off the ground to turn it. You know, we just kind of want a little bit of a pivot. We don't want to really have to take that foot real high off the ground, okay? But you're down on the ground in a nice position here, all right? You're staying over your back foot. You're lifting your leg. You're not going forward. Okay, everything's looking good up until about right here. Okay, you can see this foot. This foot's pointing forward. All right, we want to see this foot pointed backwards, more of a neutral position. And all that is with that left foot kicking open, you're going to see is that you're going to have that foot lead your body down the mound. All right, you're going to see how, let's see where your first movement is forward with your body. All right, you're going to start moving your head off that back foot about right here. All right, you can see that foot's out in front. It's leading. It's going to come up and out. And just in this position, you've lost your lower half. All right, you don't have the hips in any power position to throw the ball, all right, and part of that has to do with you're young, all right, but if we can, the easiest fix right here, all right, you got your knee back over that back foot, everything's looking good here, just keep, you know, think of almost like you're going to kick your heel down the mound, have that heel lead your body, all right, and what we want to see here, you know, you might want to think about dropping your hands a little bit, that just helps with consistency and timing, but we're going to have these hips start forward first. All right, we're going to have our hips start moving. So we're going to start driving the hips. So in this position, you're probably going to see yourself, your hips a little bit out here, your knee and leg in this position a little bit more. But now you got this back foot, you're starting to drive a little bit here. You know, you're almost going to look like about right here. All right, you're still going to have the same posture, but you're just going to get going a little bit more with that lower body. All right. So you just want to drive those hips down the mound. You want to lead everything, all right? And what your back knee's going to look like is it's going to start turning towards the dirt, all right? It's not going to kind of kick backwards. You know, you almost have your knees going backwards here, all right? So all that's going to be is that's just going to start using your lower half, all right? Switch in turn as we go to foot strike. You know, you're going to see that at foot strike, your legs are looking pretty good. All right, you got a nice angle in the back leg. Your hips are starting to rotate. All right, you're throwing with 2 feet on the ground. So once that foot hits the ground, everything's looking good, but all that energy and power is lost in your hips. All right, so that's just one of the easy fixes to look at too. All right, another thing too is you're not, with your body not going forward, your hands are breaking really early. And you're going to watch this backhand, what it's going to be doing here. And it's just so early and way ahead of your body that's going to come up and you're almost going to touch your ear with the ball, and then you're going to see this elbow get really far out in front of your body, alright, like you're pushing the ball. That's a big red flag for elbow problems later on in life as you get older and get stronger. Alright, we got to make sure that we're breaking our hands a little bit later, and more so as our body starts forward. So we want to start getting going forward quicker. Alright, you're going to have your hands a little bit lower, which is going to help you time up that arm, and you're going to drop that ball, and you're going to also, another thing with your front glove is you can see this front glove stays above your elbow the whole time. Alright, it's just staying up. It's like you're kind of pointing. Alright, we want this elbow, we want this glove to stay below the elbow. So as we break, you're going to see this glove drop down, elbow goes up, and it's going to look at this position. You're going to see it look about like this. Alright, so you just want to use those elbows and not the glove. Okay, so at this foot strike position, alright, you're getting a little bit ahead of yourself with that upper body, and you're going to see this front side stay a little bit closed. Alright, but what you're going to see is this, you see this extreme angle kind of back here, and that's going to kind of more so maybe 90 degrees, a little bit, you know, so it can be somewhere around in here, but we just don't want it to get so extreme that you just push with that elbow, you just lead with that elbow. Alright, we just want to make sure that we're staying on top of the ball and we're driving that ball downhill. Alright, you're almost going to, you're just starting your hand way too early. It's getting way too far in front of your body, and it just, all it, you know, to sync up with your body, it's going to do is just kind of sit right here. You can see it sit, 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 and then go forward. You know, we want to almost make sure that there's no stoppage of that ball. Once that ball starts out of the glove, it goes down, it goes up, and then it goes forward. It doesn't go up, kind of lags, and then throw it. So you just want to start the hands a little bit later, but that's going to key off that lower half. You just got to get your body going quicker down the mound. Alright, and then you're not going to be pushing it right out in here. Alright, but other than that, you know, it's just a few key things that are it's gonna get easier as you get older, get a little stronger, but you really got to make sure you're focusing on it now to create those good habits. Alright, so just, you know, more hips. Just get your body going down the hill. You know, once those hands break, you know, get that ball moving and get it going forward, and just, you know, don't lead with that right glove hand, just lead with that elbow. You know, get that glove out over that front foot, but we just got to get more involvement in that lower half. We got to get you more actively going down the hill and getting going. Alright, that's just all it is with you. Just get, you know, stay under control. Once those hands break, drive those hips, drive everything towards the catcher, and you're going to be good to go. Alright, I hope you had a great time at camp. We look forward to seeing you again with ABC, and have a great season.